Jeff, can you see and hear me?
I can.
Have you pinned the timer?
I have.
Jeff Stein, take a moment. Take a moment, Jeff Stein.
I'm at a birthday party, and all of a sudden, I feel this tug at my leg, and there's this little kid there. Excuse me, mister, why are you so fat? His father, sitting right behind him, says absolutely nothing. So I bend over, I look the kid straight in the eye, and I say, I eat small children. You ever seen one of those cartoons where the eyes pop out of the head and they pop back in? His eyes popped out of his head, popped back in, and he scooted across the floor faster than a Kardashian taking a selfie. Followed by his now very unhappy father. My fellow Toastmasters and guests, have you ever been judged on what you look like? Maybe your body type, your hair, the clothes that you're wearing. Or maybe you're judging me right now because while I'm giving this presentation, I'm seated rather than standing. Have you ever judged someone on what you saw, not who they are? The incident with the kid reminded me of another time that I had a similar issue. I was at a weight support group, first time. That's when Jan came bounding up to me. Jeff, it's so great. I'm glad you're here. It's going to be wonderful. It's going to be me and you and 7 other women. Now, normally, that sounds pretty good. But I was really uncomfortable. I was going to be talking about things that you just don't talk about in front of women when you get the idea. About an hour goes by. We start talking about binge eating. And that's when I bring up that I went through the McDonald's drive-thru and I stopped for 2 Big Macs. Not once, not twice, but 3 times in a half an hour. That's 6 Big Macs. And a Diet Coke, because got to cut the calories somewhere, right? There's silence. And that's when I hear a sigh from Donna across the way. She looks at me. Me too. What? Me too? Are you kidding me? Donna's barely 5 feet tall. She's in great shape. There's no way that she ate 6 Big Macs in a half an hour. I mean, what would you think? We're not the same. But I didn't say anything. Let the men eating keep going. And then, when it was over, Jan bounded over to me. Jeff, what'd you think? How did you enjoy it? So I told her the truth. Jan, Donna said she ate 6 Big Macs in a half an hour. That woman doesn't weigh as much as my leg. And that's when Jan said to me, Jeff, Donna's bulimic. She has been fighting binge eating since she was 14 and purging herself. Last year, it caused a heart attack. She was in the hospital for 3 months. Wow. What did I just do? I can't stand when people judge me for what I look like, and I just judged Donna. Have you ever done that? Have you ever judged somebody on what they look like? And that's when Jan said something I'll never, ever forget. She said, Jeff, it's okay to judge people, but judge them on who they are, not what you see. And if you think you're starting to judge them on what you see, take a moment. Wow. Take a moment. So I started to do that in my life, whether it be with friends, I took a moment. Advice that I got, I took a moment. Even business information or work, I took a moment. So when you're dealing with social media and you see a post that you don't like, take a moment. If a woman says to you that she's had 6 Big Macs in 30 minutes, take a moment. If a person is giving a presentation seated rather than standing, take a moment. And if you told a small child that you eat them, yeah, I should have taken a moment there. It was my mistake. I needed to find that child. And that's why all this came flooding back at that birthday party. I should have taken a moment. I didn't find him. But I did find his father, who told me he was sorry. And he didn't know what to say. Sorry. I just didn't believe him. Why do you mean you don't know what to say? Your child. And that's when I remembered Jan's word. I took a moment. I accepted his apology. And I apologized to his child. My fellow Toastmasters and guests, the next time you start to judge somebody on what you see, I encourage you, please, please take a moment. Contest chair.